Bungie.
What about him?
I have not opened Destiny 2, but I have been hearing a lot of rumblings of things changing in Destiny 2.
Rumbling, rumbling. It's the what is it?
Well, Rumble returns to Destiny 2. They got rid of blue engrams, which I think is actually pretty neat.
Hmm. Wait, like last update, like a few days ago,
Yeah,
or
or 8 days ago.
holy shit, that's pretty
Yeah.
cool.
They improved
It's not
exotic
just
catalyst grinding.
epic and exotics.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty nice. Thank God. I've gotten like 3 exotics since I logged in for the first time like about a week ago, I think.
They
Actually,
did
maybe
say
it was
that
4 days.
they did say that they improved the exotic catalyst grinding too, as well. So that's nice.
Thank God. Oh yeah, and Zur is up today.
Ooh. Oh yeah, this is the week he comes, isn't it?
Hmm.
Ah, I might have to hop back on Destiny. We have sunk a lot of hours into that game.
Indeed.
Is Lightfall officially out now?
No, it comes out 33 days? Question mark.
Hmm, fair enough. I can. I'm excited. I already have the expansion, so I will be ready to hop into that when that arrives. Actually, I guess I should improve my light level gear before I do anything. But I just wanted to ask, how are you enjoying it now that you're back in it?
It's pretty good. Honestly, it feels about the same, but I think the reason that I stopped playing it a while ago was because there were other games that were out. I
That's
was just playing
fair.
those. Oh, also I got 14 subscription again, so that's probably why I stopped playing it.
Back into the 14 grind. I still have to grind 14. I listen, man. You know what my problem is with
So,
14? How long does it take to get through a Realm Reborn? Realistically.
uh, realistically,
Like
maybe like
realistically,
9
2 days.
hours.
Okay.
Like how Kazu and I gave you like
I
the
would say
exact
2 days
measurement.
if you do all the side content in it, not just the main content.
Dude, that was like actually perfect. We gave him exact measurements. Like either he spreads it out across 2 days or he just pumps it for 9 hours.
I'm also
Yeah.
going off of how the Final Fantasy official creator went through the entire game within like 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's not a long game if you like really
I
sit down and
Yeah, my main problem with the game is that you can get through a Realm Reborn if you really book it through, but not everybody's going to do that. And I
Mhm.
can't I can't tell somebody who on their times off of work has to spend like a week or 2 weeks getting out of a Realm Reborn.
Yeah, I mean it is an MMO, so you got to
Yes.
put in that
I
grind.
did it.
Yes.
I also did it, but
I know both of you did.
I didn't finish Shadowbringers until they announced Endwalker. So I was a little bit late to the beating Shadowbringers party.
I
Fair.
think I'm on the Shadowbringers patch quest still.
Hmm.
I think
But I
Shadowbringers is
got up
cool.
to there while I was working like 14-hour shifts, so I don't think
God
working's
damn.
an excuse anymore.
I will
True.
say, Shadowbringers, excellent. 10 out of 10. Endwalker, though. Endwalker is like the pinnacle of that game.
I don't think I can really actually say anything because I currently do not have a job.
Yeah, so you literally have no excuse not to go through it.
Unemployed
Yeah, that's
life,
true.
baby.
Yeah. I think the only content that I don't have from FF14 is Endwalker. Yeah, the only one I don't have is Endwalker.
Yo, dude. D&D Beyond just tweeted, we
What?
are leaving OGL 1.0A? Is that the original?
I think so.
Hoping
Why?
that's the original, because they said they're leaving it in place as is, untouched, and they're also making the entire SRD 5.1 available under a Creative Commons license.
Ooh.
Oh, hold on. What does this mean exactly? Let me look in the comments here. I'm just gonna
Yes.
send you guys
I'll
the
I'll
thing.
I'll 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 side tangent with Andrew. So, like a Dragonetian's coming out soon. Are you excited for it? Of course you're
Of
excited for
course.
it. It's a
I'm
Yakuza
probably
game.
the biggest Yakuza fan I know.
That is true. That is definitely true. I I just didn't I'm going to I should finally I own like all of them too. That's the worst part. I own all the Resident Evils. I own all of the Yakuza. I own a ton of each series that I really need to play that I haven't played.
And instead,
Hmm.
you'd rather spend 100 hours on Minecraft.
Okay.
You didn't have to tell it so straight out like that.
Well, if I don't, who will?
Oh no. I suck. Shit.
So I've cracked the code.
You've cracked the code?
Yep. So Wizards of the Coast and Hasbro are keeping the original OGL,
Yeah.
and they say it's going to be quote unquote untouched, and the entire SRD 5.1 is going to be available under a Creative Commons license, right? A CCL.
Yes.
Uh, pretty much this just says like they're just saying that we won because
Yes.
they're not changing the OGL at all. But
Yeah.
people are kind of skeptical because this seems like a business decision to keep people from boycotting the new movie coming out, and people are speculating they might try to change it again later because they haven't put anything in writing yet. But this came out 24 minutes ago, so I'm gonna give them the benefit of the doubt and say that they might release something in writing, but we don't know yet.
Yeah. Like an official statement, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The real jazz. Let's see. You know what I'm excited about?
What's that?
Do you hate it when you have a franchise that you like and they just keep releasing stuff for it, ultimately just destroying the franchise over time?
Not really.
Not really.
Oh, fair
I
enough.
mean,
Well,
I would say Pokemon, but I feel like new Pokemon is never a bad thing.
I just
I
look at it as more content is always good.
Yeah.
true. I think I think the best thing a creator can do once they're done writing a story is actually put the series down
I
instead of
don't agree
just
with it.
what, like you want them to just keep pumping out content for it?
Yeah,
Uh,
actually.
me personally, I
Like the
think
way
it's
Silent Hill's going now.
me
That's
They're
personally,
letting different directors take different takes on it.
I think it's
well,
very dependent on the
series.
on the series itself, yeah. Like
I
stuff
was
like stuff like Pokemon, where it's like,
yeah,
it's just a never-ending shitstorm of whatever have you. That's like
yes.
whatever. Make as much as you want. But if it's something like it's a good example.
So
Like a thing that has a decisive story, or not, is that the word I'm looking for? It has a clean cut story that has a
yes,
beginning and an ending. Like once they're done with that, they should just be done with it. Because once they start diluting it with like other shit, then it starts becoming like
not
a
itself.
little too
It's
crazy, yeah.
yeah. Uh, the main reason I brought it up is because Naughty Dog is done with Uncharted. They've said officially that they are not making any more Uncharted games, but that they might not even make a Last of Us 3.
Hmm. I mean,
And
no new Last of Us. That's a positive in my book.
No, there's still a new one coming out.
Oh, is
they're
there?
There's the multiplayer one. You gotta remember
yeah,
that part.
Oh, I don't care about that one. Actually, I might care about that one because that one might be fun.
their uh their main point was they said that we do not them as Naughty Dog do not want to continue working on the series unless they have a compelling story to tell in the next one.
Hmm. Oh, I have a
And
great example, by the way.
huh,
Stuff they should just have not continued to the point that it has been. Uh, the Fate series.
Ooh,
The Fate
ooh.
series has so many stupid branching timelines and different universes, dude, for like no reason other than to sell product.
You
Well,
say
guess
that.
what? It works.
It
You know
does
what's
work.
you know what's funny? You say that, but then we think of Gundam, and we don't want Gundam to ever end.
I
But
think
there's so much Gundam.
the thing with Gundam though is it was never like a it's not like
Yeah, it's
a
like
finished story.
no,
It's a
it
bunch
is
of
a
different stories that create a universe, right? But Fate Zero
yes,
was
it
or
was a saw.
yeah, it was a here's what happens at the beginning and then here's the ending. And then
Yes,
after that they were just like, "Hey, by the way, here's Stay Night. We're going to change everything."
if you're going to go back and make a different iteration of something, and you're going to use the IP, and you've already made the original IP, it might be nice to spin it in a different way.
Yeah.
I'm not saying everybody should stop developing source material or anything, or give it off to other people's hands so they can experience it or whatever. I'm just saying that it's nice to see a company who is just like, guys, we can't tell any more story. We're done with this.
You know, also, now that I'm thinking a little more about it, it might just be that the reason I don't think uh like clean cut stories should be continued is because more oftentimes than not, the people who decide to add more stuff to it make a bunch of dog shit decisions. So
Yep.
it might just be I might just not want them to do that for certain things because people are innately going to make mistakes eventually.
True. So,
So I'm leaning
did
I'm leaning a little bit towards what Kazu was saying.
yeah. Unlike I can understand if like I don't want people to stop putting out content for stuff, but if I just appreciate it when an artist at the end of their line is just like, guys, we are done working on this IP. I hope everybody enjoyed the story that we told. That's going to be a
Mm.
wrap on Uncharted for us, and we might not be doing any more Last of Us. Like, I don't know how there's that thing that you always want a sequel to something, but the sequels usually ruin the thing, even if it's more content.
See, I don't care if it's a sequel. I'd prefer them to be spin-offs instead, because then
Yeah.
it doesn't really ruin the source
Oh
material at
yeah.
all.
Yeah, that
You
would be
know what?
nice.
Yakuza did it right. You know what? We'll bring it back. Yakuza really did it right.
That's because Yakuza's the Giga Chad. Low budget, gets to reuse assets and nobody complains. Always
Yaku
has a fantastic story, cartoon punch.
Yakuza's also like extremely broad. They could literally just make a game out of nothing. They'd
They
be
Yeah.
like,
may.
"Hey man, here's a new character that we've never met before, and we're gonna
Yes.
tie him into the story."
Well, that's great because all the spin-offs so far have been so well received and everything in the Yakuza series. I feel like they are a prime example of people who have made spin-offs that are pretty fantastic.
Hmm.
And it's even worse because with each iteration, they just experiment with new game mechanics to shove into their own games. It's just fantastic. Wait, what? Why'd
I
you
I
post a
just
picture? But
just saw that Zoro on Twitter. I thought it was cute.
it is. It is. I'll admit it. But yeah, I have Andrew, have you watched The Last of Us show yet?
No, why would I? I've already played the games.
That's true. I've heard that from people who have played the games and then also watched the series is that it's like a carbon copy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
exactly. So I don't have a reason to watch it.
Yeah.
the main differences are like different character names and they look different, and then they had to change like very small story instances. Like instead of spores infecting other people, it's tendrils because you know they wanted to keep it more realistic because if you crush a mushroom, right, those
Yes.
spores are gonna get all over your clothing and it's gonna infect you regardless of whether you have a gas mask on.
Yep. No, I probably am not also going to watch it because I've played The Last of Us. But it was just is that when I had the argument with Bree over why I was angry with The Witcher doing the things that it did, I still watched The Witcher even though I played Witcher 3 and Witcher 2 and Witcher 1 and have read some of the books. Like, I don't know if I just enjoy the material so much that I try to delve into all of it. I don't know what the difference between the Witcher TV show and the Last of Us TV show is in my mind.
Well, for one, one's more of a medieval setting, and the other one's more of a post-apocalyptic setting. So, kind of not the same, but
Well, you know what I mean. They're adaptations from their from their other mediums. I'm just saying that I don't know why I'm so willing to watch The Witcher because I love The Witcher, but I'm not willing to watch The Last of Us. Maybe it's how they've handled things recently that's just put a negative image in my mind of Naughty Dog that I'm just like, I don't know if I want to watch the series.
Is it Naughty Dog or is it just Neil Druckmann?
Who knows? I could probably research it, find out it's Neil Druckmann, and be like, all right, I'll watch the series, but I've also played the game, and I don't need to do that again.
Thank you, Miyu, for for having me fix the volume. You guys were quiet on my end.
you're welcome.
Thank you. It'd be good now.
Every single time.
Dude, I don't know why it lowered the volume. The volume was at max before.
I'm fucking talking about Andrew. He's on top of it every single time to respond to you.
At this point, I'm just gonna go insane and then imagine that he's actually the person that I'm talking to.
Andrew's sitting there as a representation of the chat, just talking to you, just like, hi, buddy. Let's see. So, Resident Evil is officially going on for pre-order, and I wanted to know, Andrew, if you were going to buy it on PC or if you were going to get a physical edition.
Depends on if I get the collector's edition or not.
Fair enough. Because they're doing the steel books and stuff through Walmart. Wait, what does the collector's edition look like?
It's only, $250, but
oh yeah, it's the Leon statue. Pretty
it's also one of my favorite Resident Evil games next to 2, so
solid choice.
Oh yeah, how's the Dead Space game, by the way?
Insanely good.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Can't wait to play it, man.
Honestly, you might be getting a better experience out of it because we played it early in the day. If you're really going to stream it, wait for that shit to get dark outside. Oh. The music plays with your heartstring. The music plays with your heartstrings as you're going through the game. And it's so much worse, Marcus, when you're going through a game that will have the character's heartbeat pounding in your ears to sync up with your heartbeat because shit is popping out of places. It sort of amps you up.
Hope that this is a sign that Dead Space is going to make a revival.
Dude, I would love a Dead Space revival.
I mean, I could spoil it.
What, just the entirety of Dead Space?
I mean, I played it 1 and 2.
The alternate ending.
Oh, don't do that. Is it in the remake?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, don't do that.
Oh, you're only gonna get it if you play through it twice.
Yeah.
Oh, you have to play through it twice?
Yeah.
Oh, then go ahead.
And as a lad, as Andrew has played through it through hard for a little bit, and I played it through story, I suggest you go through on medium.
No, man, I'm going through that shit on hard.
As you should.
I played that shit on the hard
when
I was
right
a kid.
now, your gun's gonna be useless for the longest fucking time.
Oh, trust me, I
through
know.
4 chapters slapping everything with my gun instead of shooting it.
When I played it as a kid and I put it on the hard mode, I literally could barely get past the first level. I loved every second of it.
I completed each of them a long time ago on the hardest difficulties, and it was such a stark difference to now. I was just like, okay, well, stream wise, I'll play it through on story, and then when we're going back through the achievements, I'll up the difficulty to hard, and then we can go for impossible afterwards. And I just started playing it, and deep in the back of my head was a voice going, "This is way too easy."
You wanna know what's gonna be the biggest kick in the balls?
Hmm.
Resident Evil made a comeback, fantastic. Dead Space is making a comeback, fantastic. Now Silent Hill, watch it's gonna suck so much ass that it just dies off again.
Oh,
Oh my god. We always complain like what would be the one franchise we would take over or the company we would take over to improve it. I feel you staring over a Konami every single day, just like do something.
I don't care
Please.
about most companies, but Konami has like most of the titles I've played growing up. And the fact that they're all just idiots over there.
It
yeah.
sucks. It really sucks.
All of Kazu's favorite things are held at gunpoint by a company that doesn't even know who he is.
Yeah.
God.
They're gonna
I
rule the
get-
day to ruin Silent Hill again.
he's going to sneak in to he's going to sneak into their headquarters just so he can use one of those 3D printed guns to try to kill the CEO of Konami.
If any of these new Silent Hill games are dog ass, I'm flying to Japan and burning down Konami.
I'm
For legal
imagining
reasons, this is not a joke.
What?
For
Oh
legal
my God.
reasons, I wish to register this as a threat in the court of law.
Hopefully they
Jesus.
listen to this podcast specifically to catch me saying that.
God damn. That's fucking hilarious. Oh
Oh
god.
man.
So Marcus, you play Apex Legends.
Hell no. I mean, I used to.
He
The game is
he,
ass.
he used to play Apex Legends.
The game is
But the game is
horrible.
You're talking
ass.
about the like $140 skin or whatever.
It's $170 skin.
It's not
That
even like a mythic quality either.
No.
why is it over $100 in the first place?
Let's see. Apex Legends new Celestial Sunrise Collection event launched on Tuesday, marking the third collection event of the season, but the new event has been met with far less fanfare with the two events that preceded it, mainly due to an unexpected change to the standard collection event formula. December's Wintertide Collection event and recent Spellbound Collection event and all previous collection events have had something Celestial Sunrise lacks: the mythic tier heirloom weapon or prestige skin players normally earn by unlocking all 24 collection event cosmetics. Instead, players who shell out the 170 USD required to unlock the entire Celestial Sunrise collection will receive a legendary tier Peacekeeper skin. Ah,
That went in one ear and went right out the other, I'm not gonna lie.
it's fine. It's just you just pay money. Pay money to us and you can unlock a skin, right?
Money you give me now.
Yeah, money me, money now. God, $170. That is way too much for a skin.
I know, right? Like, and
As the
then
resident,
that game is eventually going to die too, so it's like $100-something down the drain.
The
Why
moment
one-
that game dies, they're gonna finally make Titanfall 3.
oh, thank God. I just want
Please.
that. I just want them to make Titanfall 3. We just all want them to make Titanfall 3.
So, dude, everyone says that Apex Legends has the exact same combat as Titanfall 2. Dude, it does not. Titanfall 2 felt like so much different.
No, Titanfall 2, you were sliding, zipping, and doing a bunch of other bullshit.
Yeah,
You were getting thrown around that map.
Dude, Titanfall 2, it seemed like, or it felt like really fast paced compared to Apex
Yes.
Legends. Apex Legends, you're just fucking like, you're slow as shit and you can't do anything whenever someone starts shooting you.
I think the problem is that shooting at somebody in Apex Legends is such a tedious process because you have like 5 shields.
Not just that, but
The
because it's a battle royale, and
yeah, the
like
time to
different drops
kill.
can screw you over.
Like I want them. Like all we want is more giant maps. Make the battle royale 25 people, and they all drop in with Titans first.
That'd be kind of cool. I think the
It's all I
I think the
want.
biggest thing is that like Apex Legends used to have the same combat as Titanfall 2 when it first came out,
And then they,
but then
yeah.
it's been like what 7 years or whatever
They've
since it
murdered
came
it
out. So all those updates probably destroyed it.
due to like TTK in Apex Legends is actually not too bad. Because
I know
you
it's
have
You're
enough
right.
time to
It's awful.
adjust. No, no. You do have a little bit more time to adjust to situations like getting shot at first than you do in Call
Yeah.
of Duty, which I think is nice.
Yeah, I
That's like the
from the
only thing
little
I'll give it though.
yeah, from the little bit I played with you, it's fine, but like
You don't die super fast
I
and you
don't know.
don't die super slow either.
Yeah. It's that middle it feels like you're either alive for too long or you're not alive long enough. It's just weird because at some points during the combat I felt tanky and I don't know if it was other weapons people were using, but other times it felt like I was a piece of goddamn paper.
Yeah, I think that's also because of their matchmaking in unranked, because there is no matchmaking in unranked as far as I'm aware.
Ooh.
Let me look that up real quick just to I don't want to be spreading false information.
My life size BT. Uh I would love a new Titanfall 3 in which we get to have BT and everybody back. That game had such good banter between the main protagonist and his robot. God, I miss that. I miss that campaign. I might have to
Oh,
replay it soon.
interesting. So
Hmm.
apparently, let me look at this website because this might not be a trustworthy source because this is someone talking about it.
Yeah.
Well, game journalists go burr because this tells me nothing. This tells me actually nothing. Oh my god. I swear to God, I'm going to
Is
eradicate game journalism from the world.
is it supposed to be about Respawn or who is it supposed to be about?
Okay, so in the little synopsis here, right? It
Yeah.
says he explained that while both ranked and unranked or pubs matches use skill-based matchmaking, only ranked has a visible indicator of your progress, your tier, which lies anywhere from bronze to apex predator. And I'm sitting here like, okay, well then, how do you know that both have skill-based matchmaking if only one of them tells you that it has skill-based matchmaking? So I click on it, and I can't even find the exact paragraph where they said that. It's not in here.
Oh, isn't that so much fun?
Like,
Don't you love it when game journalists just lie to you?
dude, I'm not even joking. I'm reading through this entire thread. There's they do not even mention that paragraph in here.
My God. That's ridiculous.
I could literally sit here and read this entire thing and it doesn't have anything about it.
It's disappointing, honestly.
Oh, okay, well here's a Reddit post. This is what I trust even more.
All right.
Let's see. Guy said he wants to grind unranked, but he thinks ranked sucks. And he asked if it has skill based matchmaking, and two people said get good, and that's where the thread ends. No one even answered his question. Oh my god. Oh wait, someone did answer his question 1 year ago. Okay, so it says matchmaking is predominantly based off of placement.
Okay.
I'm gonna trust this random person on Reddit over a game journalist who also said the same thing, but I'm not gonna trust the game journalist.
That's at least two sources, both very unreliable.
Exactly.
Here at the podcast, we try to confirm our information, but sometimes we're wrong.
No. Don't even tell them that. We get all our information from TikTok
Oh,
and Reddit.
disgusting.
Man, if I wanted like actual information, I'd just go to 4chan. 4chan users can literally give you like the specifics of a piece of paper that was lost at sea for 5,000 years and then wiped using a donkey's ass.
True.
And they'd get it to you in the span of like 2 hours after you posted the thread asking about it.
So Marcus
Yeah.
and Andrew. This
How are you?
last week, Atomic Heart went gold.
Oh, cool. Oh wait, I think I already knew that.
I mean, probably it was on Twitter.
Yeah.
You probably just gazed by it on your way through to whatever trash is currently on your Twitter.
Miyuchi said, I get my news through supernatural GIF edits on Tumblr. Oh my god,
Factual though.
that is the most 2015 thing I've ever read.
Best way to learn world events. God damn it. God, there's so many good games coming out this year. We have Atomic Heart later in February. We got Dead Space now. We get RE4 soon. Ah, man. This year's going to be a good year for gaming. I feel like we're going to get a bunch of unique games this year.
Fingers crossed. Because you
This
never
year
know
will be
till they're
good.
out.
Then next year will be bad. That's just the way it goes.
Oh my god, so true. Because they put
But-
all their resources into one release year and then take them out of the next.
Watch as 2024 they announce Dragon's Dogma, or they're like the release date for Dragon's Dogma in 2024, and then they have to delay it to 2025, and Marcus flips his shit.
Nah, man, time is just an illusion to me.
Yeah. I think if anybody deserves to dump a shit ton of money into the esports scene, it's definitely creators. There's nothing worse than looking at something and it's just like a bunch of dudes wearing Adidas and they're like, "Hey, look at us. Woo." It's nice to have people with passions for video games supporting the people behind them. Let's see. Yeah. So, we've officially done it from our last Tales of Justin Roiland. Both his game studio Squanch Games, Hulu for Solar Opposites, and Adult Swim have cut ties with Justin Roiland.
Yeah.
Good.
Did we-
Good.
We only covered last week that he was arrested, right?
That he was in trial, yes.
Yes.
I
Good though.
think that with the dedicated team of writers and the fact that Dan Harmon is still there, I think with how many people have been sending their voice clips of how many people can do both Rick and Morty's voice out there, we will be just fine.
And finally, I won't ever have to hear another stupid joke about like you know that humor he does where he like takes a joke and he just keeps going with it and he
For way too
yeah,
long.
he lengthens it out because that's the joke is that he's talking about it for so long that it somehow
that's
ends
the
up being
joke
funny.
itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that shit, dude.
I guarantee
hate
it's
it.
going to keep happening.
God, please no.
See, I think they should just do a Chad move. They get
Mhm.
like 2 new voice actors to play Rick and Morty, and on the first episode they're on, they just kill both of them off and just make it a Summer and Jerry show.
Oh
Oh
my god.
that'd be fucking hilarious.
They should have Jack Black voice Rick and Morty. You know how
How
funny that
that?
would be.
Maybe I'd be interested in Rick and Morty.
Like, 'cause so far, I love the random side adventures, but eventually it reaches a point of repetition. I just want, I don't know. Right now, it feels like they have been serious in parts of the series. They've been dumbed down in parts of the series. Some of them have just been wacky adventures, but like they've grown the characters very well since the beginning. And now I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do with it. I hope in the future that the next seasons come out and they're decent. That's all I can do. I've been invested in a story and I just want to see it out.
I don't.
Fair. Very fair. Let's see. Hogwarts Legacy is doing some cool stuff from what I'm hearing, including that it was important for us to give players who sought out to be a dark witch or wizard an opportunity to do so, says lead designer Kelly Murphy. This is the ultimate embodiment of role-playing, allowing the player to be evil. Additionally, this was important because it comes from a place of non-judgment by the game creators. If you want to be evil, be evil. So apparently you can start
Finally.
learning forbidden shit from Harry Potter. I actually like that. There's not a lot of games out there where you can be both the good and the bad.
We
Or,
need more of those.
yeah, where you have the option to, I don't know, whenever you play a game,
It's
and
mostly
you can be
like.
either,
Oh, sorry. Go on.
whenever you're playing a game and you're playing it as good or bad, do you find yourself, if you play through the first one and do a good, and then you do a bad one, do you have to go back and do a good one just so you feel better about yourself?
Nope.
I think it depends on the game for me. Like Fire Emblem Three Houses, I played through all of the stories because you get more pieces of the story depending on which
Yes.
like house you run through and shit. But no, usually I just play the evil one and then I'm done with it because I like playing evil characters.
Fair. I don't know. It's just I whenever I go through, it depends on the story. If I feel like being a dick the entire time was not the, or it's like New Vegas. I played through Fallout New Vegas. I was more of a good guy the first time through. I was a complete asshole the second time I through, and then I replayed it again to have a better, like an ultimate save in which I was doing all the stuff that I really wanted to do. An optimized run, if you will, where I was less of a dick. I don't know.
Most games that you
Go.
can even choose are
Yeah.
usually just uh like tactical RPGs, like Fire Emblem or
Yeah.
Divinity or something.
They have there's a long drawn out story and your choices affect the ending outcome. I like having the option to have multiple endings as well. Especially if there's multiple endings in which I'm good and evil. I like to have the option to develop my own character. Best way to put it.
That's why I really like Divinity and Baldur's Gate so far.
You have a lot of freedom with both of those. Let's see. There's only a couple of things left that I wanted to talk about this week. GoldenEye 007 finally has a release date on Nintendo Switch Online and the Xbox Game Pass of January 27th.
They're doing what now?
They're releasing GoldenEye 007.
This is news?
Yeah. Came out
People
today.
still want to play that? Came out on the N64 like 20 years ago.
And everybody wanted a new version of it. That's what I'm saying.
I'm so glad that Kazu expanded on my joke.
Yeah. I'm
That's
not
the
saying
one
you
game I
guys
really
are
don't care
wrong.
about from the 64.
Yeah.
That's fair. I played it a lot with
Zach,
family when I was younger.
Zach, we can tell when you're trying to be Boruto and implementing filler.
It's not filler. I love GoldenEye 007. God damn it. I played
God.
it a lot with my uncle when I was
This is,
younger.
man, this is a news podcast. You're trying to tell me that a fucking 100-year-old game is news? The hell? Get out of here. What do we even have you on this podcast for? I'm commandeering this now. This is mine.
Choose a topic. Just choose a topic.
Choose a topic?
Choose a topic.
Well, let's see
Choose
here.
a topic.
So, did you hear that double eye GoldenEye
Oh, you
007's
fucking
coming
kill
to
yourself.
Well, if you want an actual topic, Shadow Diver's a new upcoming indie Chinese animated series by Studio Tumble. It looks pretty good. What do you mean you don't care? You haven't even seen what it looks like.
Yeah? Send me an image.
Here.
Oh, here, hold on. If we're talking
easy
anime.
shit.
Okay. Alright, it doesn't look that bad. Hold on. There was a anime that just released from
Oh, I've seen this before. That's Attack on Titan.
Angel said Zach's on defense mode.
Here, hold on. I don't care. Where is it? It just recently came out. I was excited for the actual release of it, and there's 3 episodes out so far, and it's a cute isekai about a guy who goes to another world, and his basic love is cooking.
Oh, I know exactly what you're talking about. The one that I'm watching this season is Handyman Saito in Another World.
Mine is Tondemo Skilled Day Isekai. Campfire Cooking in Another World.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like it. I am really enjoying it. I think it follows the manga very well, and I could suggest that for anybody to watch.
Yeah, well, you know what's even better that came out? That's way better than that?
No.
Bow Fury Season 2.
I've never watched the first one.
Well, let me tell you. Imagine a old girl, right?
No, I'm not starting this with imagine a little girl.
Now imagine she plays a VR MMO and she hates getting hurt, so she maxes out her defense.
Oh, I know what you're doing, Annabelle. Oh.
No, it's literally called Bow Fury. I hate getting hurt, so I maxed out my defense.
Yeah, no, I know. Fuck.
Chat's going wild. They're like,
oh my
whoa,
God.
what?
Hold on.
I literally have a figure of the main character because it's so wholesome.
You would have a point, but there's literally a point where I was going to actually read the manga, and I looked at the title, and I'm like, do I really want to get into this?
No, it is really good, honestly. No, I'm not even joking. Imagine speccing into defense to the point where the devs didn't even think that it was possible for someone to think rationally that speccing only into defense was a good move. So she just becomes overtly overpowered because no one can kill her.
My God, Jesus!
It's so funny. It's like if like someone had a gun, right? And you were like, "Oh, that's not cool." So you bring a tank. Like if you're getting robbed and you're just like, "Oh man, that's not cool. Let me just hop in my armored vehicle real quick."
That's ridiculous.
It's amazing.
Let's see. Well, what is something else you would like to talk about? You're in charge.
Oh yeah, I guess I am, aren't I? I thought that was a bit. I thought we weren't actually going for that.
Oh, do you want me to actually take over and provide you a topic?
I don't even look at the topics, I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, fair enough.
I just go with the flow. However, right? There is
I swear to you.
There is a very important anime that came out this season.
Yeah.
And it's not the Nier Automata anime that got indefinitely, put in the trash can.
I was so hoping you would look at me and say, you know what anime is really coming out this season? GoldenEye is placing on the Nintendo Switch and the Xbox Game Pass, and I was about to flip shit on you.
I mean, Trigun
Uh,
has a new anime out.
how I haven't,
Fucking love Trigun.
Mhm.
dude, I love the original Trigun. I still haven't seen Stampede yet, though.
The animation looks pretty good. It's like pretty good CGI, honestly.
I enjoyed that we're getting more 3D scenes in anime
Hmm.
to just sort of ease people in. Like, guys, this is where we're going. There's no way we can stop it now. We got to get there for the next JoJo part.
Oh,
Uh,
that isekai you were talking about, by the way, the cooking
yeah,
one, has a
yeah.
7.6, which is pretty good for, you know, a like quote unquote basic trash bin isekai.
Well, funny enough, my favorite love of it is that the main protagonist isn't actually overpowered in any way.
He just cooks.
Yeah, he just cooks for Fenrir.
Very nice, very nice.
Like the legendary wolf, he's like 906 levels, and they just go around and cook food and just have fun times. It's quite adorable. Oh
Oh
god.
yeah. Oh my god, what's it? I can't remember the English name for this. It's oh, The Misfit of Demon King Academy. That second season's out. I've been watching that. It's pretty good.
Hmm,
It's like it's literally just an isekai where the dude's overpowered but he's evil.
fair enough.
Or well, like he was evil but he's not evil anymore. It's kind of
Who
interesting.
took his evil?
Himself. He killed himself and then he came back after reincarnating or he reincarnated after 2000 years.
Hmm.
Oh, and then there's a Legend of Heroes. Oh yeah. That anime is actually kind of interesting because it's based off the games. It's between the Legend of Heroes 2 and 3, I believe. It takes place in the revolution of what's it called? I can't even remember what the city's called. It's pretty cool though. It's like Fire Emblem but with guns.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh god. Oh, let's see. They reversed the M&M's thing because it was all a Super Bowl stunt.
Did they actually?
Yeah.
Like you're not joking?
Rest assured, the characters are official long-term spokes candies. Mars Wrigley said in a statement to the New York Times, "The mascots are taking a break for the time being, but the M&M Super Bowl ad will resolve the situation and bring back the spokes candies," a representative for the company said.
Where where
They are bringing back the candies, just not right now.
I'm trying to find. I thought there'd be like a tweet or something. I guess not though. I mean, I saw the tweet where they're like, "Hey, we're canceling this shit."
Yeah, I was going to talk about how they were canceling that shit, but then I found a different article where they're like, "Hey, nah."
Is it speculation though, or
No,
is
that's
it?
a direct statement in New York Times from the M&M spokespeople.
Oh, why would they? Why would they get rid of the surprise?
I think it was creating too much of a backlash. I think the problem is that
Oh,
what
they wanted it to be a joke, but it wasn't taken as a joke.
yes, it was taken seriously and it was supposed to be a Super Bowl stunt like every company does every year, like with Baby Nut.
Yeah, I thought it was a joke because why did the M&Ms have spokespeople in the first place?
Yeah.
You know,
But
also I saw that this that was like a thing to get people to look away from their lawsuits involving child slavery. Well, which is a
huh.
pretty interesting topic because there have been two lawsuits where I can't remember if they're teenagers now or what, but people who were sold into child slavery to work at M&M's factories and shit were suing them. And you want to know what the court ruled it as? The court ruled it as children cannot sue companies from other countries, or children from other countries cannot sue companies in the U.S.
That's evil.
Yeah, isn't that so stupid?
God, that's like Nestle poisoning water.
Yeah.
Let's see. On a lighter tone,
Aren't you glad that corporations just have as many freedoms as they can lobby for?
Big
Yeah.
fan.
speaking of companies and things they're not going to like, the rise of the video game union is an all-in-one explainer of why game workers are unionizing and the specific steps that future organizers may take. We encourage you to share the link, and we've also prepared a Zine version that you can print and distribute in your community. In legal speak, the Zine is licensed under the terms of the Creative Commons attribution non-commercial known derives 3.0 United States license.
Hmm.
People are trying to spread news about game unions becoming more of a thing. How much of the industries around us do you think need to be unionized?
All of them.
Yes. Now, what are we going to place in as an effect in case any of the unions go sour, like the person's being bribed as the union head and stuff?
Wait, can you say that one more time? Sorry, my brain was turned off for a second.
Like, how are we going to stop somebody if they're representing the union from being bribed? Should unions just have like a board?
I mean,
That's
unions typically have a board, yeah.
well, like, but for smaller incidences where it's like a team and they're
The way you keep companies from lobbying is you have a strict monitoring system on where their money goes.
honestly, we should just
Oh, and also
stop lobbying altogether.
you
Yes.
you also have a government division that is supposed to break up lobbying and
Yes.
investigate companies for lobbying.
God,
Sometimes it's like
imagine
pretty
it.
obvious when they're lobbying because they'll just stand outside with like signs that say don't ban cigarettes or something. Like sometimes it's really obvious.
It's I don't know. I wonder how much the team, if there was an actual team of independent people, you know what that team would consist of, Marcus?
What's that?
Just all people around or all higher aged millennials. And they would just go around and everything would be stricken. Everything would be hit. Everything would be taken. I want some people on our side. Because who's to say nobody's paying off the lobbyers? I don't know. I just hate our government right now.
Nothing's gonna change, baby. I
Mm-hmm.
don't even know why we talk about it all the time. Like us talking on a podcast is gonna change anything.
Yeah. I don't know. It's just like topics leak into other topics, and then we're just re-spouting the thoughts that we once had.
Well, you see, that's why I just build a nuke. For legal reasons, this is not a joke.
Is that the podcast title this week? For legal reasons, this is not a joke.
Don't make it that. I will get onto you so hard. And every time I see the titles of the podcast on our YouTube channel, it's always like stuff that is never going to get put in the algorithm.
Oh yeah.
Like, man, you gotta make that shit clickbaity. You gotta be the worst person on YouTube, unfortunately.
Did you see that there is a new thing coming to Switch? It's a game somebody made that allows you to treat your Switch like a little personal computer.
Why would I not just jailbreak it? Unless this is like a quote unquote legal way.
It's just a cute little app that allows you to have it allows you to draw, write, use a calculator, organize your day and stuff like that. It's just like
cool.
a cute little thing that you could use on your Switch if it's not jailbroken.
Guaranteed that person probably, came up with that idea and then made it within the span of like maybe a month.
Listen, looking at it, it definitely looks like it was made within a month. It looks like it was built on it looks like it was built on Windows 98.
And Nintendo over here. Switch has been out for God knows how long and we still don't even have themes.
Yeah. Well, the good
Guarantee
thing about
you won't get any.
it's called NOS.
NOS. Interesting.
For new operating system. And it does have custom themes actually.
Oh wow, okay, I'm downloading it.
You can have custom little backgrounds and stuff.
It's mine. I'm taking it. Called NOS.
Yeah.
Just write that down.
It's actually really adorable as a game. I think wait, how much is it? It's $1?
It's $1. I could literally buy that with my Nintendo coins.
I feel like somebody just it's on sale right now. Okay. Well, I think it's adorable as a game, and if anybody is interested in it. It was 95% off, so it was originally 20. Gotcha. Other than that, continuing with those wonderful cancellations, Titans and Doom Patrol will both end after their current seasons. And you guys won't care about it because both of them are comic book, but Doom Patrol was fucking funny to me, and I'm mad that it's gone.
Oh, you poor soul.
Dude,
I'm getting shivers just thinking about it.
Oh, why does everything get canceled?
Because
not
enough people watch it or buy the merch or anything.
Do you see the stupid ass statement Netflix said on where they were just like, we've never canceled a successful show?
Oh, bruh.
I'm like, you're lying through your goddamn teeth, Netflix. You've canceled plenty of successful shows.
Wait,
we definitely need more Brendan Fraser.
I am like, that is like so weird that they keep doing that because they've already been paid to, make the show and air it. So why don't they?
I don't know, man.
It like, they're a paid for service, right? Does Netflix even have ads on their shit?
Yes. They even added well, hold on. Recently, they now have ads.
Even though, even if you have a sub, or is that for free thing?
No, that is for the cheaper sub. You can, it's like Hulu. They now have a thing where if you have some ads, but you can watch it and it's a lower tier price.
Man, Netflix might just be dog shit. I mean, I think this is obvious, but
well, the problem was because Netflix originally you just paid for a membership and you got all the shit. There was no ads.
Mm-hmm.
And then after Hulu had their little no ads thing, and then it took Netflix, I think, like 3 or 4 years to be like, oh, we should have been doing that the entire time. Yeah, no shit. If you want to make money for your streaming service, offer a tier that has ads, and then offer a different one a little bit more of a price that takes away the ads. I think the ads tier is like $5. Which, considering what I'm paying for Hulu now, damn. Other than that,
sir, it's $7.
Oh, get pooed on. Oh my god, you absolute buffoon. I
Then
can't believe
to get it without ads, it's $10.
Yeah, but I have the.
So for like $3 more, you just get rid of the ads.
Yeah. And then I think I have the. No, I use my sister's Netflix, which is probably going to change soon. I don't know how much they're going to charge her extra for the password sharing. I think that's supposed to be out in March, their password sharing block thing.
Oh yeah, that's gonna kill it.
Yeah.
1000%.
Never gonna touch Netflix again. Oh, I watched through Junji Ito's short story, Maniac thing, and I really liked it.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's really good.
It was really funny watching through with it with Brie, and she looked at me for a second. She's just like, some of these are really creepy and horror-y, but some of them are really silly. and and I was just like, have you never read any of Junji Ito's stuff? And she's just like, oh well, I read a couple, but not any of the short stories. I just said, well, there's one where a dude is really obsessed with some real looking shit. I love Junji
Great
Ito.
summary.
I mean, how would you else describe that short story? There was a dude obsessed with some really good looking shit.
Good summary.
I'm just tired of people canceling things. That's all I'm sad about. My favorite show is just disappearing.
Oh man, that shit's inevitable. That's why
Yeah.
you just pick up the crumbs and you
Lap up what's left. What?
yeah, I guess.
I think the only other two things that I got to talk about is that two things are releasing towards the tail end of March, and it's Shazam and John Wick, and we just got a new Shazam trailer.
Blech.
I don't even know what Shazam is.
Marvel.
Yeah.
All right.
Blech.
Well, John Wick's releasing in
Woohoo!
March. Yes. That was perfect. Though Shazam is DC. When does
Same
John Wick
thing,
leave?
different company.
When does John Wick leave HBO Max? I think it's the 31st. I need to show Levi the first 3 before they leave, since he's never seen John Wick.
He hasn't seen a lot of things.
Mm-hmm. I have a list of things that Levi hasn't seen that I have to show him.
I don't know why that gave me like that just came out so creepy. Oh my god, dude.
There's some
You need to
things I gotta
chill.
show Levi.
You need to relax. Damn.
I gotta
Calm
show him
down,
my
buddy.
things. I
Oh,
want to show him my things, my stuff. So there's a guy and he has a glass jar. So there's this dude and his dog dies and his car gets stolen, and then
go on.
Oh my god. Apparently, a California city filled its skate park with sand, keep skateboarders from using it. So you know what happened?
Why? Huh?
The dirt bikers showed up. Oh my god, dude, that's a classic. That is actually amazing. Holy shit.
Wait a second. I'll read this later. But I'll have to tell Levi. There's some changes coming to DMZ.
Oh my god, apparently they tried to take the sand out of it because the dirt bikes were too loud. Oh my god.
I love people. We'll always find a way to fuck with the people who are just taking away our favorite things.
Could you imagine like filling a pit with sand and the skateboarders are just like, oh man. Anyway, and they just
Darn.
pull out their dirt bikes.
God, that's hilarious.
Oh, that's so
I
good.
never really thought about it. People who skateboard would be more inclined to dirt bike as well.
True.
Just as a like a crossbreed for sport, enjoyment, outdoor activity. They're both riding something. Other than that, I don't think I have anything else. Unless you have something else.
Unless Yo Mama has something else.
guys, GoldenEye 007 coming to that.
God damn it.
Is that it?